Hello and welcome to another Ray's Beers, Wines and Spirits review on a gorgeous Thursday. It's already lovely and warm, the breeze is better, and today we're reviewing Carlsberg Pilsner Export. On the back, probably the best beer in the world. Yeah, more like lager, but let's not shake too much on that. And it's the premium export Pilsner. Obviously it's from Denmark, Danish beer. 4.8%, stronger version of the standard Carlsberg, which is 3.8%. And there we have it. So, golden pour, big white head, good carbonation and lacing, as you'd expect with most lagers. They're going to be pretty much similar in that respect. On the aroma, light malt aroma, hint of hay in the aroma. Yeah, it was a cloud, bloody hell. Gotta say, it's damn refreshing. And again, nice light malt taste to it, a little bit sweet. I need a drink after what I've just done. So I am a gardener, and not our council has not emptied any of our compost bins. So I've got 7 months of rotten down whatever in there, and dog muck and all sorts. It rots down. They tell you not to put it in, but it rots down. It rots down into a nice compost actually in the end. And I needed to do some repotting into much bigger pots, rhubarb and strawberries and that. No compost, so I thought, I know what I'll do. The bin needs emptying, so I started fishing it all out, the bin, leaves, everything. And a bit grim at times, but the bin's emptied. And now hopefully I've got the smell out of my nose, because it's all good. And it's a great way of recycling. I mean, I got a whole bin, like 360 litres, and I got it down to nothing. And yeah, and hopefully my rhubarb won't die. Until I get some harvesting off it, which I'm hoping to do in the next week. I'm hoping to do maybe another couple of brews. Certainly a rhubarb and ginger wine brew. But I may even also do, separate to that, a ginger wine brew on its own. Because I'm a massive ginger fan. And with ginger wine, you can brew it using just ginger root. You want some body to it, so you want raisins and sultanas and that, just to add a bit of body. And then obviously there's the standard 6 kilos of sugar. You can use 4 for slightly less strength. Wine, but you better off to use as much as you can and make it into more of a champagne, because let's be fair, ginger wine should be minimum of 13%, and if you're really lucky, get it up to 18%, and that's equivalent to Stone's Special Reserve, the best ginger wine in the world by a long way. Although it's as sweet as heck, when you drink it, you're drinking it, because it's really, really bloody sweet. So apart from doing some bits of gardening today, that's me done. I'm not doing much more. Get in the hot tub later, chill out, enjoy the lockdown. So back to this fella. Probably the best lager in the world, or beer in the world. I don't know. I mean, that's some claim, isn't it? What I will say is it's got a lovely taste to it, and I do take the mickey out of you know, some of the normal brands that are here. And then you go back to them and you think, yeah, they're not that bad actually. So, yeah, eat my own words, they're a bit of humble pie, I suppose. Oh, that's nice. Especially on the day when it's like this. And it's quiet, everyone seems to be in bed. I suppose a lot of people are losing the will to live at the moment. It's tough, I suppose, you know. I mean, I've got a friend and she's come off Facebook because she just can't take all the negativity, and she needs to start watching some of my videos. And you're looking for jobs to do now. It's like, well, I've done that job, and it's like, what can I do next? So for me, being a gardener, it's that time of the year where seedlings need to be transferred into pots and stuff like that. So this weekend I think I'm going to go to Wilco's and get a load of compost. Start moving stuff into pots. It's all about keeping busy, keeping that brain active, and trying not to drink too much of this stuff. Says he who drinks too much. But it's when you drink too much and you say and you're not owning up to yourself that you're drinking too much. There's the worrying thing. Or you get up in the morning and then straight on the vodka and it's like, ooh. I mean, we went boozing years ago and we went out on the Saturday night and we were all rough. Bloody hell, all battered. And the next morning they were all at it again and I'm thinking, at 10 o'clock in the morning this is. And I think, I can't even look at beer for about 3 days after that because I was that rough. And I knew this hair of the dog thing, but flipping heck. There's hair of the dog and then there's glutton for punishment. Oh. I mean, if you ain't got a tan in this weather, fantastic. It's so quiet as well. I mean, I'm in my garden. I can see the bees buzzing around. Nature is taking back the world. From birds, bees, animals, to brighter, to less pollution in the skies. You know, 95% of the world's plains are grounded. And oil production's round to a halt because no one's hardly driving anywhere. And obviously at some stage it will come back to normality. But yesterday, in the old COVID yesterday, he gave everybody, the professor, Chris Whitty, gave everybody a bit of a wake-up call. Whereas the politicians are not saying too much, he came out and just said what you'd expect him to say, and being brutally honest, he says this is not going away. This could be a year, and that is frightening. Yeah, you might as well just wipe 2020 off the calendar if that's the case. But like I say, if you've got a house that needs decorating, work that needs doing, what better time to do it if you're stuck at home? And if there's beer to be drank, well, you might as well do it. I mean, I've got a son who's got autism, and this lockdown's not great for him. He's not seeing his friends, and for kids, it can be very hard for them. I mean, I've also got a grandson, and he's 2 in September, and you can tell it's affecting him because he sees us on the tablet, but there's nothing like being there and actually talking to someone and getting a cuddle. Yeah, especially when you see it that it upsets him. Like last night, he was upset last night and he had tears in his eyes, and it got me. So anyway, back to the beer. Lager, flipping beer. It does mind nothing, you know. They even says on the bottle, Pilsner. Pilsner is a lager, not a flipping beer. And the beer. I mean, you won't call a gin a whiskey. So that light malty aroma, it's a little bit more refined than, and obviously stronger than your normal Carlsberg. And I mean, obviously this is aimed at people who also drink Budweiser, Stella, and a lot of the world lagers. 4.8% is that area of lager. My God, it's boiling. I think I'm going to have to give myself an haircut, because look at this lot on the side. Looks bloody awful, doesn't it? So, going down a tree and just enjoying the sun. Fantastic. I mean, for a lockdown, can you imagine if it pissed it down every day? You'd be more depressed than ever. At least when it's like this, you can go in your garden, you can chill out, you can sunbathe. If you've got a garden, that is. It's very tough on people without gardens. Very tough. I mean, I've got people behind me, families with kids, and I can't hear them playing out, not even in the gardens. So they must all be sat on computers or on tablets or watching TV. And there's only so many films you can watch. I turn TV on now and there's put Netflix on, there's nothing on Netflix. I don't know why we even bother with it anymore. And, some brutal decisions have got to be made about some of these streaming services. I mean, we've also got Disney Plus. And to be fair, I like Marvel, I like Star Wars, and I love Disney. And some of the series are fantastic, especially when you get the extras. So, for instance, likes of Avengers Endgame, and then you get all the Blu-ray features on the streaming channel. So what's not to like about that? So saves you buying the bloody Blu-ray. Because let's be fair, most of us get our fussy out of films, and then we don't look at them for a couple of years. Especially if you've got all the deleted scenes and all that, and commentary, and you know, you can watch the film and listen to the commentary of the directors as they're explaining things as it's going along, and the insight, you know, the insightfulness on that is fantastic. Now, with regards to beer, obviously this is a lager review, but you know, I pretty much talk about anything anyway. And I think that's the way to be anyway, you know. Otherwise it'd be about 2 minutes. Yeah, it tastes nice. That's it. Job's done. Yeah, smells nice, tastes nice. Job's good. But with regards to beers, if you live in Nottinghamshire, certain parts of Derbyshire and Leicestershire, and I think basically what surrounds the Nottinghamshire borders, Adventure Beer Company, a company that I love what they're doing, because you get a lot of breweries that don't sell beers online. So that means you've got to travel to the brewery. Hence, there's the issue. Because obviously we're not really supposed to be driving anywhere unless it's for, you know, the standard reasons. So if you can get a company like this Adventure Beer Company delivering to you beers from breweries you've never had before, and you ain't got to go traipsing there, and most of the time it's free delivery. What is not a lot to love about that? Especially if you can turn around to them, and if there's any beers from them particular breweries that you haven't had, say, look mate, can you sort me out with them beers? Try and get hold of them for us. And it's a good time. Wow, I am cooking. So it's a big bottle, 660ml bottle. That's why it's taking me so bloody long to drink it. And this is the weather for it. I mean, if you was in the pub garden night and with a couple of mates yakking away, you'd love it. Will we see that this year? Personally, yes. We'll see some of it. How the hell you're going to be able to do true social distancing? I think what will happen is you'll get to 3 months in, basically sometime in June. I mean, we're in April now, so you can see how long it's going to go on for. Sometime in June, the lockdown will stop, but social distancing. They'll still want you to work from home if you can. And companies that say, oh no, I don't want you working from home, that's tough shit. You know, you're still going to have to work from home. But I think restaurants, pubs will be open, but they'll only have so many in. I mean, for me, if I was a pub or restaurant owner, I would be doing delivery meals or click and collect meals just to keep the business afloat until the good times come back. And when you look at history, and every 100 years, one of these things happen, and it is a wake-up call for humanity, really. Yes, in the grand scheme of things, flu kills more people than coronavirus, but flu comes and goes pretty quickly. Coronavirus, obviously, if left unchecked, would wipe out probably a quarter of the earth. And that's not, when you read into it, the true things about it, it could wipe out a staggering amount of people. Governments aren't doing what they're doing out of any jumping the gun. They're doing it because the scientists are saying to them, if you don't do this, I mean, in Britain they were saying that at least 500,000 could die. That's a staggering amount of people. Fucking hell. But anyway, back to the beer. Why are we talking about bloody viruses? So yeah, really refreshing. Deserves, like all beers, all lagers, it deserves to be drank slowly. Enjoy it. When I look at a lot of beer reviews and they're over in 2 minutes, I'm thinking, how the hell can you drink that in 2 minutes? I can't do it. I can't get the flavour from it in 2 minutes. I can't get the experience. Although they're probably better beer reviews than me anyway, but hey. So, straw to gold colouring pour. Whitehead, great carbonation and lacing. Light malt on the aroma. Pretty much standard lager taste. There's some different elements. What I will say is, like all lagers, it's refreshing, it's crisp. On a day like today, wow, does it go down well. The alcohol content's good. It certainly hit me a little bit. And as always, really refreshing. Is it probably the best beer in the world, or lager in the world? It says it crafted by our UK master brewers using a Danish recipe and purified yeast. So out of 5 then, the aroma's good for a lager. Taste is okay. Can't really fault it really. It is what it is. Out of 5, well, let's be fair. It tastes alright, and that's what matters. It's very refreshing. It's taken me a while to drink it. I can't just quaff it down. It's not the sort of beer drinker I am anyway. And out of 5, 4.5 out of 5. Cheers.